It begins with a story, a tale that has echoed through generations, sparking wonder in young and old alike. This story has captured our imagination for decades, inspiring countless dreams of lost worlds and ancient giants. At its heart lies a simple, mesmerizing image, a mosquito perfectly preserved in golden amber, its delicate wings and legs frozen in time. Inside it holds the blood of a dinosaur, its last meal before being trapped forever in resin, a tiny time capsule from a vanished era. In the realm of fiction, brilliant scientists extract dinosaur DNA from this ancient blood, piecing together the genetic puzzle to resurrect the giants of the Mesozoic era. The idea is as thrilling as it is audacious. Jurassic Park brought this fantasy to life on the big screen, making the impossible feel tantalizingly close to reality. Audiences everywhere were swept up in the excitement, imagining a world where dinosaurs once again roam the earth. The vision of a Tyrannosaurus Rex striding across a modern landscape is irresistible, a symbol of both our curiosity and our desire to connect with the distant past. Yet as enchanting as these stories are, nature is far more complex than our imaginations can conjure. The real world is filled with mysteries and challenges that defy easy solutions. The journey from a fossilized insect to a living dinosaur is not a straight path, but one filled with immense scientific hurdles, unexpected discoveries and setbacks. While amber preserves insects in stunning, almost magical detail, DNA is a far more fragile molecule. Over millions of years it breaks down, leaving only tantalizing traces behind. So, can we really reach back 66 million years and retrieve the genetic code of these incredible animals? Is it possible to unlock the secrets of life from such ancient remains? The answer is not simple. It's a story of decay, discovery, and scientific detective work. One that requires patience, ingenuity, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. The real adventure begins not in the pages of fiction but in the patient, meticulous world of the laboratory and the fossil dig, where every discovery brings us a little closer to understanding the true legacy of the dinosaurs. The central question is simple, one that has captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike for generations. Can we really bring back the dinosaurs? The idea, once confined to the realm of science fiction, now teases us from the edge of scientific possibility. Cloning is now a reality for some species. We've cloned sheep, cats, and even endangered animals. These breakthroughs have shown us that, under the right conditions, it's possible to recreate life from existing genetic material. But cloning requires one essential ingredient: an intact genome, a complete set of genetic instructions that tells a cell how to build an organism from scratch. To clone an animal, scientists need a complete, undamaged nucleus from a living cell. This nucleus contains all the DNA necessary to direct the development of a new life. Every strand of DNA must be present and in the correct order. Even a tiny error or missing piece can make cloning impossible or result in a non-viable organism. Without this perfect genetic map, cloning cannot begin. The process is delicate, and the margin for error is razor thin. Here lies the first major obstacle. We have no living dinosaur cells. Not a single one has survived the passage of millions of years. Fossils are stone, not living tissue. The original organic material is long gone. What remains is only a mineralized imprint of ancient life. Finding a dinosaur genome in these relics is the ultimate challenge. Scientists must search for even the tiniest fragments of DNA, hoping for a miracle of preservation. The question shifts. Can we even find dinosaur DNA? The odds are daunting, but the search continues, driven by curiosity and the hope of discovery. Before we dream of cloning, we must first solve this primary problem. Without ancient DNA, the door to de-extinction remains firmly closed. The journey to bring back a dinosaur starts deep within ancient rock, not a high-tech lab. It's a quest that blends hope, science, and the enduring mystery of life's past. DNA is the molecule of life, the intricate code that shapes every living thing on Earth. It carries the instructions for building and maintaining all organisms, from the tiniest bacteria to the largest dinosaurs. This double helix, so elegant and complex, is the foundation of heredity and evolution. Yet despite its importance, DNA is incredibly fragile. Its structure is vulnerable to countless threats, both inside and outside the cell. In living organisms, DNA is constantly repaired, with specialized enzymes working tirelessly to fix breaks and errors. This ongoing maintenance is essential for life to continue. But after death, this repair machinery stops. Decay begins immediately. and the once protected DNA is left exposed to the elements. Water seeps in, radiation bombards the strands, and microbes invade, all relentlessly breaking down DNA. Over time, these forces fragment the molecule into smaller and smaller pieces, erasing the genetic information it once held. Scientists have calculated DNA's half-life, about 521 years under ideal conditions, such as cold, dry, and dark environments. Even then, the clock is always ticking. After just a few thousand years, most DNA is already heavily fragmented. After millions of years, every chemical bond in a DNA molecule is destroyed, leaving nothing but dust. The last non-avian dinosaurs died out 66 million years ago, their world lost to time and transformation. Even in perfect conditions, dinosaur DNA would be dust after just a few million years. The relentless march of time ensures that not a single readable strand remains. The genetic book of the dinosaurs has not just been torn, it has vanished, its pages scattered and erased by the ages. The 66 million year gap is simply too vast for DNA to survive. No matter how carefully we search, the molecular evidence is gone. The hope of finding readable dinosaur DNA is, by all evidence, impossible. Every attempt ends in disappointment, with only faint chemical traces left behind. The molecular message has faded completely, its code lost to time and decay. The story of dinosaur DNA is one of relentless decay, a reminder of nature's impermanence and the limits of what science can recover. The dream of a genetic resurrection faces its greatest barrier here, at the edge of deep time, where even the strongest molecules cannot endure. Despite the odds, scientists still search for traces of original dinosaur biomolecules. In the early 2000s, Dr. Mary Schweitzer discovered soft, pliable tissues in a T-Rex bone. Her team found structures resembling blood vessels and even red blood cells. The discovery was met with excitement and skepticism. Was it dinosaur tissue or contamination? Using advanced techniques, Schweitzer's team found evidence of proteins like collagen. Proteins are more robust than DNA and could survive longer. Some protein fragments match what we'd expect from dinosaur relatives. Even so, proteins are not genes, they're the products, not the blueprint. Finding a few protein fragments is like finding a single brick from a collapsed skyscraper. The search for the genetic code continues, but we're still far from a Jurassic Park revival. The ghost in the fossil remains elusive. To understand dinosaur DNA challenges, look at where ancient DNA research has succeeded. Scientists have sequenced the entire genome of the woolly mammoth, preserved in Siberian permafrost. Freezing conditions dramatically slow DNA decay, allowing recovery of high-quality fragments. By assembling these fragments, researchers reconstructed the mammoth's genetic code. Similarly, we've sequenced the genomes of Neanderthals and Denisovans from bones preserved in cool caves. These discoveries revolutionized our understanding of human evolution. But all these specimens are tens of thousands of years old, not millions. The oldest DNA ever recovered is from a million-year-old horse. Dinosaurs are over 65 times older than this record. There is no natural freezer that preserves DNA for 66 million years. The ancient world of the dinosaurs remains silent. Imagine we found a perfectly preserved strand of T-Rex DNA. Even then, resurrecting a dinosaur would face immense hurdles. Assembling a complete functional chromosome from fragments is beyond current technology. Next, we'd need a viable egg cell from a living species, perhaps an ostrich or crocodile. But the biological gap is immense. The egg's machinery may not recognize ancient DNA. The process would likely fail before the first cell division. Even if it began, the embryo would need a surrogate mother or artificial womb, technology we don't have. Bird or crocodile eggs are calibrated for their own embryos, not dinosaurs. The differences in biology and physiology are vast. Even with a perfect genetic blueprint, cloning a dinosaur remains science fiction. The bridge between past and present is, for now, too far to cross. The dream remains out of reach. The dream of resurrecting a T-Rex may be out of reach, but dinosaurs never truly left us. Birds are the direct descendants of theropod dinosaurs. They are living, breathing branches of the dinosaur family tree. By studying bird genetics, scientists can glimpse how dinosaur genomes evolved. Reverse evolution projects tweak chicken embryos to reveal ancient traits like snouts or teeth. These experiments aren't about making a chickenosaurus, but understanding evolution. We learn how dinosaur traits transformed into bird features. The dinosaur genome lives on in their descendants. The key is not to bring dinosaurs back, but to recognize them in the world around us. Dinosaurs are a living laboratory, hidden in plain sight. The quest to understand dinosaurs now goes far beyond DNA. Ancient proteins like collagen can survive longer and reveal evolutionary relationships. This molecular work complements traditional fossil studies. We can now analyze bone structure, growth rates, and even diet from chemical isotopes. Technology like synchrotrons reveals hidden details, soft tissues, skin patterns, even pigment signatures. We can reconstruct dinosaur appearance with unprecedented confidence. This multifaceted approach is the new frontier of paleontology. We may not resurrect dinosaurs, but we are resurrecting their world in vivid detail. Each discovery adds another brushstroke to their portrait. The fantasy of reviving dinosaurs endures because they capture our imagination. Their absence makes them mysterious and special. The quest to understand them drives scientific innovation, from imaging to chemical analysis. Dinosaurs, though extinct, fuel discovery and progress. Their story teaches us about the fragility of life and the immensity of time. Fossils are improbable survivors, a lottery ticket from deep time. The dream lives on in every child who marvels at a skeleton and every scientist who digs for fossils. Dinosaurs don't need to be revived to inspire us. Their legacy is written in stone, in birds, and in the questions they leave behind. In searching for dinosaurs, we discover more about our own world.